I know our culture about marriage is that a father is to pay bride price for his son or younger brother. But it will give me joy and fulfillment to pay for my wife's bride price from my sweat. You can assist me with the other items or even the food for the ceremony. I'll take care of everything. Just relax and take your wife home with you. Papa paid dowry for my wife and I didn't object. You cannot too. Chike couldn't say anything more. The big day came. He got married to the love of his life in a grand event. One of the biggest the village have seen in recent times. I heard Adana is being married into the family of rich people. Rich people or rich elder brother. Her husband is just a struggling young man. I learned his elder brother is the rich one. Anyway, she is lucky. Such a huge celebration is every girl's dream. See cars, see food. May our own turn come soon. Amen, the two girls echoed. They hurried to their houses after the wedding as it was getting darker. The groom came from the next village. The convoy took off with the bride and some of her friends and family members. Another party was organized at the village. It's a surprise party to the couples, as none of them is in the picture of the event. All they wanted to do was to freshen up and rest, but they couldn't, all thanks to Bro Ikena. There was plenty to eat and drink. Chike is bothered if Adana would be able to have more strength for another party, as she is a few months pregnant. He tried to steal a moment to ask if she is okay, or if he can make an excuse for them to abscond from the party. From her looks, she tries to assure him she is fine. As soon as she gets to the room to change, he hurries after her. Little did he know that she wanted to talk to Bro Ikena, as he sent notes through a child twice, demanding to see her. Chike got to her before Ikena could. I'm fine, my love. We are going to be sitting for most of the time. Don't worry about me. I'm very okay. There was a knock at the door. Adana was tensed, thinking it's Bro Ikena. Let me check the door. No, I will check. Chike goes to attend to the door. It's Bro Ikena's wife. Our wife, you are welcome. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask me, please. Thank you, senior wife. I really appreciate all your support. They talked a bit. As she was about leaving, she bumped into her husband at the door. Oh, you are here. I came to check if they need anything. We are fine, bro. May God bless you real good. We are more than okay. Hurry, your guests are waiting. We'll be out soon, just changing. The celebrations are done with. Everyone moved to their base. Chike promised to be a father to Adana's unborn child, even though he is not the father. He met her when she was about to abort the child at his friend's clinic. He fell in love with her at first sight, but she would not give in to the relationship because of her condition. He assured her he would marry her immediately to cover her shame, and no one would ever know he is not the father. At such a promise, she agreed, because it wasn't her choice to abort the pregnancy, but it was her last option since she couldn't marry the father of her unborn child. Everything was moving well until one evening when Chike returned from work to overhear his wife and Bro Ikena's wife arguing over something he was too in shock to understand. Auntie is my friend's relation. She came to the village sometime last year, promised us jobs to do in the city. It took us a lot of preparations and we came with her, only to find out their promised job was to get pregnant for her husband. Chike almost fell from his seat in shock. I worked for her for a month. I didn't understand their language. She pushed me to her husband at every little opportunity. I refused, but I was not allowed to see the walls outside the gate of their house. They pretended they had left me since I would not oblige to their request. I begged her to pay me for the days I worked in their house. She was delaying. Little did I know they had further plans, only to find myself pregnant after 2 months. I was drugged and raped by your brother. Since I refused to go with her for the test, she got angry and threw me out, paying me for just 1 month of service I rendered in her house as a house help. I didn't see or hear from them again until they found out from my friend that I was pregnant. They started begging, and that was when I decided to get rid of the pregnancy. And we met, but I didn't know you were related in any way. But uncle knew, and he told me he deliberately insisted on paying my bride price so he would claim the child when he is born. I wanted to think it was a plan, but he told me you are innocent. I fell in love with you and I cannot let such wickedness to happen to you. Chike couldn't utter a word. He is in deep shock. They tried to talk me into agreeing with their evil plans, that he would just take me as a second wife and he would be left at the losing side. What compensation can they ever offer for destroying my life? I hate these people, but they are your family. I wanted them to get off my case, or I will dump the baby at the hospital after birth or something, just so they don't ever set their eyes on him. Chike listened to her all through as she was talking. He couldn't respond. He left straight to his brother's house. How can you be this heartless, brother? What have I ever done to you to deserve such a wicked act? You have all the money in the world, a lovely wife, and all you could ever ask of. Ada and the baby are all I have. Can you not let us be? If I knew she was the lady you're getting married to, I would have told you. But it was at the dying minute that I got to know. Since it turned out this way, let's settle this as a family. It was a fierce exchange of words between the brothers. The battle line has been drawn. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you might miss the continuation of the story. Hurry! Click on the subscription button. Stay tuned to this channel. Adanne left Chike to an unknown destination. She is determined to find a lasting solution to the problem on ground. She is in love with Chike, but she cannot drag him into this mess. She thought, I'll have to settle this issue once and for all before going back to him. Chike is heartbroken. Should he go after her? Where would he start from, since her mother called to find out how they are doing? It means she is not at their place. 2 days have passed. He checked everywhere he could possibly find her, to no avail. He was left with no option but to involve her parents. Adanne had to bring herself out since her father was sick, and she was scared her issue could worsen his situation. Everybody was angry at her, thinking she planned with Bro Ikenna to ruin Chike. But Chike explained to them from what he learned that she was innocent of his brother's plan. What could they possibly do to salvage the situation? Papa suggested, the child is Ikenna's. She would give birth and hand over the child to them. After all, we are one family. It will not work, Ada exclaimed. They took advantage of me. What if Chike did not agree to marry me? What would be of me? It could have been any other innocent girl out there. They should be taught a lesson of their lives. Inasmuch as I pity their condition, every woman deserves to have her own children. But the way they went about it is evil. Chike is determined to do anything to have his wife and child. He meets his kinsmen. Can his money be returned to him so I pay my wife's bride price again? It was paid in your name. It was you who paid the bride price. The issue is a big one. How would they reach an end to this? Each person brings up suggestions, but it's of no good. Chike's mother stepped in. Both of you are my beloved sons, and this is a very difficult situation for us. We were all praying that God should bless your brother with their own children. Nobody ever knew they had such an evil plan on ground. And when they found out you brought the same girl home as your wife, why didn't they say anything? How would this matter be settled? Papa Ike did not mention a word over the matter all the while, until now. Chike, I know this is very difficult for you, but we have come a long way as a family, and our first grandchild should not be dragged into this. Is there any way you can give the child to the father when it is born, for peace to reign? Chike and Ada had a tough time trying to digest Papa's suggestion. Bro Ikenna is sorry. He was desperate and followed his wife's pressure. Ada came to live with Papa and Mama until her due date. 4 months have passed. She put to bed a handsome baby boy. She fell in love with the boy at first sight, but she became so emotional and she called Mama to take the boy out of her sight so she don't change her mind. Bro Ike and his wife were called on to come for the baby, with the promise that they would never disclose to him the circumstances surrounding his birth. They celebrated the arrival of the baby into their lives in grand style. After the party, the baby didn't wake up from sleep the next morning. It was a painful news to the whole family. After all the hustles, and just when they were about to accept their fate, Ike's wife took in and birthed twin boys. Ada also was blessed with a beautiful girl. It pays to forgive. Eventually, everything will be fine. Even though it hurts at the time, it will be fine. Family always remains family. That is the end of the story. The moral lesson is not far-fetched. Forgive, and you will have peace, and you will share the peace around. Thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching and listening to the story. I want to hear from you in the comment section if the story is good. Thanks for being part of this channel. Thanks for staying tuned. Bye. See you in our next story. Hachia.